I'm Gavin Bilton and you're watching World's Strongest Man.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about Gavin Bilton, also known as the Bull. Gavin is a strongman from Wales and competed again at this year's World's Strongest Man. Now he had a really strong group. He had to go up against Shane Flowers, Martins Lisis, Pavlo Kordiaka, Maxime Boudreau and Nedzmin Ambeskovic. Now Nedzmin, Pavlo and Shane were all new to this year's World's Strongest Man, but Martins is the World's Strongest Man from 2019 and Maxime came third last year, so he had a pretty tough group. Now the first time that Gavin hit my radar was winning the UK Strongest Man back in 2020. It was a really big moment, beating Mark Felix and Paul Smith. A title that Gav went on to win again in 2021, securing another invitation to World's Strongest Man. Now unfortunately this year, Gavin only managed third place. Coming back from Worlds and having to compete so soon, it definitely was going to be taxing on his body, but he showed up and did really well to win a trophy. So hopefully Gavin will find a way to qualify again and we'll see him back at Worlds in 2023. Now another title he has is Wales Strongest Man. He won that last year, and check out that awesome sword. Let's hope he doesn't do any damage with that. In 2022, he also decided to start competing at some other shows, like the Strongman Champions League. Gavin, coming back from Worlds, obviously still taxed, but still did well. He competed and came third, and that's really great. I'm happy to see him meeting new athletes and doing some other events. But where was he before Strongman? Well, Gavin actually played in the Welsh Premiership for Bridgend RFC and Newport. He also played for London Irish in the English Premiership, so Gavin's got a bit of a history in rugby. And check him out, looking super lean and super mean. I'm used to seeing Gavin with a bit more meat on him, but anyway, next up there's something else he used to do. He actually served in the 1st Battalion of the Welsh Guards. He did that for 13 years and also covered 2 tours of Afghanistan. He also boxed for his battalion, so is there anything that Gavin can't do? If you want to show some support for him this year, his next competition is going to be at the Giants Live Open, happening in Cardiff on August the 6th. Definitely go check it out and it will be great to see more fans there supporting Gavin. So next up, let's get into some clips. First, we've got him doing a heavy shield carry. This one's 200 kilos or 441 pounds. That's pretty heavy. Normally the shield is roughly 186 kilos, similar to a Husafell stone. He's also doing an Atlas stone in one motion. This one weighing 180 kilos or 396 pounds. Next up he goes even heavier, lifting 200 kilos or 441 pounds. If you ask me, most strongmen definitely need to be able to lift that kind of weight if they're going to be competitive at World's Strongest Man level. Up next we've got some overhead pressing, this time on a loaded dumbbell. The weight 100 kilos or 220 pounds. And following on from that, he's training out at Graham Hicks's old gym. The weight on that circus dumbbell though is 110 kilos or 242 pounds, and with a bit of a fight, I think that's probably Gavin's max right now. Next up he's training the Viking press, not something that comes up that often. The last time I remember seeing this is back in 2017 at the World's Strongest Man. Now today Gavin's facing away and using a weight of 160 kilos or 352 pounds for 8 reps, and that's roughly the weight in the hands. Gavin's still looking strong, and I guess this is probably preparation for something like Britain's Strongest Man. Now up next we move into the axle. Gavin lifting 190 kilos or 418 pounds, and it definitely helps having a power belly. He gets it up to his chest, and here comes the press. Just check out how easy he makes that look. Definitely more in the tank there. Now one event that Gavin's made some real progress on is the log press. You can see him here on a wooden log, pressing 180 kilos or 396 pounds. It does give him a bit of a fight, but he definitely gets a good lift. But more recently, he's definitely been upping the weights. And here's proof of that. This is probably his current max, 200 kilos or 441 pounds on a metal log. He gets it up and fights it through for a good lift, and look how excited he is. Definitely a great press, and he should be super proud. Next up he's doing some squatting. The weight on the bar, 300 kilos or 661 pounds, and just look at how easy he makes it look and how smooth the reps are. He also gets some decent depth. Following on from this, I've got him squatting on an axle. The reason for this, it's one of the events that comes up usually at World's Strongest Man. The weight today is 370 kilos or 815 pounds. I've now got a couple of moving events, and here's the farmer's walk, weighing 152 kilos or 335 pounds in each hand. After that, he's doing a frame carry. This is the frame they use at Giants Live. I think the weight's roughly 400 kilos, but Gavin is strapped in and looking strong. And one other event that comes up quite often is the super yoke. Here you can see Gavin moving with 400 kilos or 882 pounds. It looks like he's got it under control, and he's got some good speed also. Now after this, he's doing a Conan's wheel, probably a nice event to do outside also. It's where you lift up the weight, holding that bar across your chest, but making sure you can still breathe, that's the trick. You go round as many times as possible, and usually most athletes get a couple of rotations. As you can see, Big Gav is getting his tan on and also making a move for 2 rotations, so that's some seriously good work from him. Now one event that can really split the pack is the keg toss. It's really easy to make a mistake, but if you train it inside, it's normally replaced by a bag over bar. Now the weights of these bags, or sacks, ranges from 18 kilos or 40 pounds up to 28 kilos or 61 pounds. Gavin getting that 5th one over, and here comes number 6. Let's see if he can get it done. There it goes, no problem for him. We're now into the deadlift section. First up, he's pulling 400 kilos or 882 pounds with no suit. That's impressive already. Now following on from this, he's training again at Graham Hicks's old gym, so that definitely says to me this is not a recent clip. It's an axle deadlift, and it's also 400 kilos or 882 pounds. Gavin looking really strong, and hopefully he's built on that already over the last few months. And something else that Gavin owns is the Welsh record in the silver dollar deadlift, the weight 460 kilos or 1,014 pounds, done in competition at UK Strongest Man. So that's it from me today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video on Gavin Bilton the Bull. I'm also hoping it gave you some insight into things he did before Strongman, and also, as you can see, he's starting to rack up quite a few titles. And he sees us out today doing the Fingles Fingers, an event that was missing from this year's World's Strongest Man. Hopefully they put it back next time, because Big Gav has been training it, and it looks like he's pretty good also. Anyway, as I said, that's it from me today. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and I'll catch you again as always on the next one.
He's off. Come on, big guy.
Nice. There we go.
Went up. Sit. Go.